Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Movie Pod. My name's Isaac, and I am joined by the co-host, the greatest, Joseph. How you doing tonight, Joseph?
I'm good, mate. Can we do that entrance every time?
Yeah, because you are the
It's great. Call
greatest,
me, call me Great More.
the greatest Joseph. Joseph the Great. How you doing, man?
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
you like that? And your name is Joseph the Great. I'll change everything now.
All right.
Guys, refer to him. He's not Joseph anymore. That's just so like low level. No. Joseph the Great. All right.
Sure. Yeah. I,
Yeah.
I got I got I got knighted as well, guys. It's Sir Joseph the Great, actually.
Yeah.
Cool.
And today's episode, back with our Fast and Furious episode 14 of the movie pod. Back to back rankings. We know last episode we ranked all the Spider-Man trilogies, which was good fun. And I'm loving doing I love these rankings. So guys, if you want us to like do a ranking of a particular franchise, let us know, and we will definitely rank it. It's good fun ranking stuff. But Fast and Furious, there's 10 Fast and Furious movies at the moment, including Hobbs and Shaw. I've included Hobbs and Shaw on this list, and I put it in chronicle order. I was gonna do it release order, but I thought I'd do it chronicle order. So we got the Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, the Fast and the Furious 4, Fast and Furious 5, Fast and Furious 6, and then Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, and F9, The Fast Saga. So, obviously, we'll start with the Fast and the Furious. My personal favorite one, and I can't remember which one is your favorite, but Joseph, the original one, 2001, The Fast and the Furious. You a fan of it? Surely, it's
See,
like the only good one.
I mean, you can't not be.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, okay. Let's not get into
It's my
that
favorite.
argument straight away.
It's
But
my favorite. It's my favorite.
I understand. Yeah. Okay. So before we made this video, I had a long, quick thought. I had a long, quick think. I had a little think that I'm worried that there's going to be a lot of split. I feel, as in we're going to get a lot of the same kind of answers, but there's going to be the good movies and there's going to be the bad movies, and there's going to be an empty gap in the middle because
There is.
just a dip in quality.
Yeah.
But I mean, the first one. If you're a fan of the series, you're a fan of the first one,
Yeah.
and so I mean, I know where you're going to put it, and I agree. I think it's S tier.
Yeah. I love it, bro. I've watched the original and Fast and Furious 7 the most, and I love the original. I want them to go back to the original ways. It's just so damn good. Every bit of it, the racing, the plot, the characters, the story, the start of the Fast and the Furious franchise. I love this movie. The start of Dom and Brian's friendship and brothership, and I love it. I love it so much. It's my favorite Fast and Furious movie, and nothing will ever beat it.
I also think it's the most iconic.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like, especially the race at the end
uh-huh.
and everything like
Over the
that.
train,
The car,
and then
is that a Supra?
yeah, the green Supra.
Well, green. You mean the
No, there's
orange? Orange
the green
and green?
Eclipse, and then it
Yeah,
obviously
the
gets damaged, and then he gets
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
and then he gets the orange Supra,
Orange and green Supra.
orange and green
Yeah.
Toyota Supra.
Um, and then obviously Dom's Charger.
Dobbs iconic legendary Charger. And get better
What else is there? There's a
cars.
few others in there. But,
There's an
yeah, the
R33.
cars, the action.
I think one of them, the yellow R33, I believe.
Yeah, that was I can't think of sorry.
It
I can't think
was
of his name, but
yeah.
Vinny's? No.
No, Vin had
Not Vin Diesel's, I mean I thought there
no
was a guy named
the
Vinny.
guy Vin.
It's been so long, I need to rewatch them all.
Oh, I'm gonna rewatch them like before number 10, like 100 million
Yeah,
times.
obviously,
Eh,
I.
Vince, sorry.
Oh, there's also Dom's. Sorry,
It's Vince, not Vin. Vince. He had the he didn't have the yellow,
the RX-7
yeah. It was Leon.
red.
He had the
That's it, Leon.
Leon. And then we had part of it was in the crew. It was Dom Toretto, Letty, Mia, Vince, Leon, and Jesse.
Oh, Jesse with his BMW.
Yeah. I didn't even
Losing
bring
to
him
the
back.
MX-5
No way they bringing him
and then
back.
to Bull.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then Johnny Tran as well with the motorcycle
Oh
when
yeah,
he blows up. Brian's
clips.
Eclipse, and then Dom and Brian become friends. Obviously, Brian's an undercover cop under the name Brian Earl Spilner, and I love the whole thing. It's a really good story, I think.
It is. I wouldn't put it as my favorite though.
I'm interested to know what your
Um,
favorite is. Don't tell me your favorite yet. When it's
yeah,
your
no,
favorite,
we'll do
tell
a
me.
ranking.
'Cause
We'll do the ranking, and then we'll go favorite to least.
yeah. 'Cause I can't think of what your favorite would be. Tokyo Drift. We'll get to it,
You
but
just said this was your favorite.
yeah, the Fast and the Furious is my favorite. But your favorite, like, I have no idea what your favorite would be.
I've definitely told you.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember. I think it's Tokyo Drift. Don't tell me now, though. When we get to it, tell me. But the Fast and the Furious 2001, man, so many iconic
Too
moments,
far.
and I freaking loved it. And yeah, it's my favorite Fast and Furious movie. Full stop. And then,
It's definitely a good one, and yeah, it's the most iconic.
oh yeah, it is. It's really good. And then they decided to do a sequel. Too Fast, Too Furious. I'm a massive fan of this one too. I love it. Introduction of Roman Pierce.
It
Uh,
actually, to me, becomes like a top three character. No, maybe not in the later movies, but in the ones that he was in from 5, 6, 7, I'd say he was pretty damn good.
yeah, yeah. I really love Too Fast, Too Furious. 2 years later, they did the sequel. No Dom Toretto in this one.
Yeah,
Introduced
Vin Diesel didn't want to be in it.
yeah, they couldn't. They weren't offering him enough money.
Yeah.
And then introduction of Suki.
Yep. And Taj,
Taj. Tej. Is it Taj or Tej? Tej. Why does that sound weird? Tej.
because that's not how you say it. Taj,
Taj. Yeah. And Carter.
I think. No, you got me just
Verone.
second guessing it.
Carter Verone. Villain in this one.
Veronica Donovan. That's last name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Brian's iconic freaking skyline.
Yes, probably the most iconic car in. Could you say cinema? I don't know. Maybe not.
In cinema, the most iconic car. I mean, there's so many up for debate. There's what's
Batmobile, Scooby
Batmobile,
Doo van.
Knight Rider thing, Scooby Doo van, even Lightning McQueen.
Oh yeah, how could you forget about the best
Yeah,
Pixar movie?
yeah. So yeah, Too Fast and Furious again. I really enjoyed this one, and it's on my tier list, man. Like I would. It's not my favorite. I think like it would make my top 5. There's obviously many better ones in the franchise. But this one it was not a simple story, but it also was like it was like it's a fun movie. It's really fun. Like having Roman in there
Yeah,
made it like 10 times funner, and I think their friendship over the movie goes well.
but where would you place it?
I'll put it 4th.
No, on the
Oh shit,
actual tier list.
I would put it I'd put it solid A.
For me, it's S.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like C or B or something then.
No, I love it.
Yeah, me too, bro. We're putting an S. Honestly, S. You know, the cars in this one I think is the best. Has the best cars out of them all. It's got Brian's Nissan Skyline. It's got the RX-7, Supras,
Yeah,
Clips, Suki's.
Suzuki's S2000.
Yeah, is S. Yeah, the Suki's S2 K S2000 is. I love that car. So good.
It is a really good car.
I think yeah, this one. I reckon this one has the best cars out of the whole franchise. This one.
Even then when they get the it was the Camaro and the what was the other car?
It was an Eclipse, was it?
Ah,
Was it not?
no, the hot rods, not the hot rods, the muscle
Oh,
cars.
when they raced for them.
Yeah, but I don't remember the cars. One was a Camaro, but what was the red one? Was the red one a Plymouth? I'm not sure. I don't remember the cars that well. But
Um.
yeah, I do think this one has the best cars.
Yeah,
I
even
think it has
when they all come out of
some
the
of the
garage.
funniest moments too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Camaro and a Challenger.
Oh yeah. Well, I should have guessed Challenger.
Yeah. And when all the cars spawn out of the garage when the cops are chasing them, that is so sick. It's got
Yeah.
so many. I reckon this Too Fast Too Furious has the best cars in the franchise. And
Yeah, I also like Carter, like the villain, more than the villain of the first one.
yeah, I like Carter too. He's really like
Carter's actually kind of scary.
he is. Because he's like, yeah, he is.
But
I love it.
I'd put it in an S, and
Yeah,
I
I'll put an
would
S.
put it above the first one.
Really? Damn.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
you'll figure out my list later on.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't put it over the
for me,
first one.
I'd put it as.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really, I love it. I feel like it's one you can rewatch like all the time. The vibe of it's good, and it's like an really entertaining.
It is. I think. Yeah. Okay.
This is the
I
only one we
think
see.
the first one. Sorry.
This is the only one we see Suki, right?
I think so.
Surely we see her again.
Yeah, it'd be cool too. But
Oh,
she was just a
apparently
cool character.
she's retired from acting when she had
Oh,
kids.
okay.
Oh, that'd be
They
cool to see
might
her
bring
in
it back
F10.
for a They might bring it back for like a cameo, just like
Surely. That'd
kind
be
of kind of like Endgame, where they just bring everybody together. Endgame for Fast and Furious. It's just fucking everybody
Yeah.
who's ever helped them.
Yeah. Surely. I reckon.
Surely.
It'd be so good.
See, yeah, I think the difference between the first and the second one is the first one's a lot more story driven,
Mm.
and you get more out of the story. The second one's just fun.
Mm.
Like the second one, it's not as like emotionally compelling, although it has its moments. It's just not as It's just kind of an easy movie to watch, but yeah. I think that's obviously the change in cast and everything like that, but like slight changes in cast, different. I think it was a different director too.
Yeah, it was.
But
It was John
was it the same guy?
Singleton. John Singleton. Nah.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. But no, I'd put it in S tier. Do you agree or?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I do. I thought you
Okay,
were gonna go
we'll move
something
on.
slower for that one. But yeah, I agree.
No, no, no.
I love
It's
that.
you'll figure out my tier, like my order later.
Yeah. Now, we go on to number 4. It's number 3 Chronicle Order, but release it's number 4. Obviously, Tokyo Drift came out third, and the reason is because they didn't have a big enough budget, so they got brand new actors, and went to Japan. But Tokyo
Yep.
Drift in timeline order, takes place just before number 7. And so the next one, Chronicle Order, is the Fast and the Furious. A lot of people call this the reboot. It's the first one back with the original cast since 2001. So this one's 2009. And, Vin Diesel's back, Paul Walker's back, Michelle Rodriguez is back, Jordana Brewster's is back. We get introduced to Gal Gadot's character, Gazelle. Han's back in this one. He was in, obviously, Tokyo Drift, but this is his, first one in timeline order. Dwayne Johnson's first one as Luke Hobbs. It's a solid movie, but it's definitely not my favorite one.
Yeah.
I reckon it's
I was
probably
right. I thought you were gonna be pretty high.
it's probably my least favorite original one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I feel like it
Is
does lack not having the budget, not having the
I
cast.
don't remember the story. Is it they go to Mexico and then there's this drug lord? Is this the one? What was his name? Braga? Is this the
Yeah,
one with
yeah, Bragg is
Braga?
right.
Braga. I like
Yeah.
Braga as a villain, and there was that other
So
guy.
what country were they in?
Was it? Oh, it was
Yes, you're right.
Brazil.
You're right. They are in Mexico.
Was it Mexico?
No, no, no. That's fifth.
Fifth is
It was
Brazil.
Mexico because they had to cross the border.
Yeah, because they're now. And is this also the one? Yeah, it's Mexico. Because Vince. Wait, is Vince in this one?
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, and then obviously
Oh,
Raymond.
Vince, no,
Nah, he's in a later one, eh?
he's in 5. So yeah, the fourth one is um. So Brian tries to get into this because he's obviously Brian continues as an undercover cop now, and he's trying to get into the drug ring.
Yeah.
I
Yes. Yes.
can't remember Vin Diesel's reason for getting into it. I think he had. Oh, Letty. Okay,
Oh, Lenny
so
dies. I remember this. Yes.
and
Okay.
it's coming back to me.
It's
So
coming back too.
so Letty, quote unquote, dies,
Yeah.
and now he's trying to get revenge on the guy who killed her.
Mm.
So he's trying to get to the
And
top
it's
so that he can kill
Braga.
him, right?
Is behind it all.
Yeah, yeah, and cool concept. I think the movie is good, but there's a lot of cool scenes in it. I don't like the ending scene, the final scene, but some of the racing in it. I don't know. I think this is the jump where I went from just street racing to a little bit more serious.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. You know. Yeah, it did definitely. It's the
Oh
first one
no,
where
not
they get
serious.
more.
Like a little bit more loose.
And then every movie from now on it gets a little bit more extreme. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
this one
every time.
because Luke Hobbs is obviously a police officer, whatever, FBI or
I don't
whatever.
think Hobbs was in
And
this. I thought he was only in. He
this
came
is
out.
the
Yeah, I think he only
introduction
just came in
one, is it
5.
not? Is number 4 not?
No, I'm pretty sure 5 is.
5 is. 5 is my bad.
Yeah, and
I need to rewatch this one.
it's the one I watched the least.
Me too.
It doesn't have the same spark. As I said, it gets a little bit more gritty. It's a little bit more serious, and then
Yeah, you know, this one is not the first one of Dwayne Johnson. Mm.
but I definitely think it picks up with the next one,
Yeah, Fast
and
and
it kind of
Furious.
sets up the fifth one pretty well, to be honest.
Mm, mm.
Like the way that it did it. Um, but yeah, I'd put what's your ranking of it?
E.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think
Yeah.
it's bad. It's just not as good.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not as good. It's perfect. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I need to rewatch this one. All the other ones I clearly remember, but I don't know. It's just it doesn't have the, as you said, doesn't have the spark as the others. But now we go to Fast Five. Now this is your favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is a lot of
you
people's
remember?
favorite. Fast Five. It's my third favorite. We'll get to my second
Okay.
favorite soon. Yeah, it's my third favorite. The Fast and the Furious, the original is my favorite, and this is my third favorite. Yeah, Fast Furious 5. Oh, it's really good. Like this is the one Luke Hobbs introduced in. Letty, um, is obviously working for. No, not well. What's his name? Deckard Shaw's brother. No, is that Furious 7? 6? I mean,
Yes.
fuck. Letty's in Fast and Furious 5, eh?
No.
No, she's not. I'm thinking. No, wait. No, she's not. My bad.
She dies in 4. We don't see her until 6.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, number 5. It's got yeah. This I remember. And they have that. They go steal the bank thingy, and they go on that heist. Yeah.
Yeah. So they the movie opens with them breaking Dom out of
Yes, I love
jail.
that.
They're well, he's on a
On the
transfer bus.
battle on not battle on the
The better bus. Vin Diesel in
on
the
the
better bus.
prison bus, the prison bus.
Yeah. And so they break him out.
Mm.
There's a little hint to it at the start of end of 4, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a little hint to it, but yeah, so it opens with that, and then they hide out for a while, and then Vince, Dom's best friend, has a job for them
Yep.
to steal some cars off a train,
Yep.
which goes into, I think, maybe, potentially, the best scene in the entire franchise. The train scene.
When they jumping out with the cars, and then they
I'd say it might
Brian
be
and
one of the best scenes in the entire franchise.
yeah, Brian and Dom are on the back of the car and they in the air. But yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's sick.
And so yeah, then obviously they lose the car because they have to bombard it into the ocean or into a lake. They end up getting caught
Uh-huh.
by they end up getting caught by the people they're stealing the cars from. He's a Brazilian mobster. He's like
Yeah.
he controls all of that part of Brazil. I think it's Rio. Yeah, it's Rio. And so yeah, then they break out of there. They get out of there, and then now I'm blanking. Do you know what it picks up from here?
When they break Dom out.
After they get no, you have not been paying attention.
When they jump out of the train.
I'm past that. Are you okay, buddy? What are you doing?
Wait, what? Wait. Where were you up to?
I was after the train scene. Like when that guy captures them and then takes them back to his thing. What are you doing?
What? I don't remember that. Wait, what?
No, seriously, what are you doing? Are you playing games? Are you falling asleep?
I think I'm falling asleep. What?
Go have a coffee or something.
Oh, you're right. Wait, Fast
Go
Furious
wake
5
yourself
when
up.
some guy...
Yeah, so still on Fast and Furious 5.
Some guy what? Takes them?
So you know when they jump into the lake,
Yeah.
right, with the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they get surrounded,
Uh,
and the bad guy brings them back to his place and is interrogating them. Go have some coffee. Get out of here. Go away.
Wait, I'm watching a clip.
What clip?
Oh!
What are you doing, Isaac?
Man, I don't know.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm
Do you want
completely
to go to
lost.
bed and we finish this tomorrow?
Should we?
Well, you're passing out, so
Bro, I need to edit
there's
a
space enough.
video. We have
Oh
a
yeah,
video coming out tomorrow.
what's supposed to come out tomorrow?
Ah. Brian O'Connor has a sister now.
Oh, go and edit that. That shouldn't be too hard to edit. Go edit that and then go to bed.
Sorry, man. We'll keep what we all recorded. And we'll just pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Yo, okay, it's the next day now. I'm a bit more rested. Obviously, we kind of ended like yesterday. Obviously, it's me like 1 second for you guys. But you know, I just came off like a 12-hour shift, and I just wanted to like go to bed, and so I couldn't like process things that we were talking about. I was watching back the footage, and something Joseph was talking about when I replied to what he was talking about. I replied to something that we were talking about 10 minutes ago. My brain was just a bit delayed, but
Just a wee bit.
just a wee bit. But look, I'm okay now. You know, I've had quality sleep. I've had 3 donuts, which give me lots of sugar. So like, let's go.
It's like giving 4-year-old red cordial.
Yeah, it is. So if you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit more enthusiastic now, and we're picking up. We were gonna restart, but we're like, let's just pick it up from my 5. Fast 5. Now, yeah, I remember what happens in this one now. Hey, it's okay. You know, the bank robbery, not bank robbery, you know, they steal the bank thingy, the money. And they, you know,
The vault.
they tow it. Yeah, they tow it. Yeah, it's great. You know, Joseph basically said everything about it, and I was just kind of like asleep with my eyes open. So I'll just say, you know, it's my third favorite Fast and Furious movie. So now we know the Fast and the Furious is my first favorite. Fast 5, third favorite. Too Fast, Too Furious, fourth favorite. What's my second favorite? We're nearly up to it.
I mean, I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah. Simple, guys. Simple.
Yeah. No, but Fast 5, you know, it's a lot of people's favorite one in the franchise. Only one without Letty. Well, you know, when Dom's there, like obviously, Dom thinks Letty's dead. Dom kind of moves on. He gets like a new little girlfriend, the police officer. You know, they start
Who's also
flirting.
Chris Hemsworth's wife?
Wife, yeah. And you know, they start like kind of flirting, and then all because Luke Hobbs gave her a chance because what husband like served and died. So I think you know.
Where would you put it?
I think it goes S tier.
Yeah, I think it's an ungiven. It's a it's pretty obvious one for me. I feel
Uh-huh.
it's my favorite one.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's. I reckon it's probably the fan favorite in the franchise.
Yeah. I do understand though if it's a bit too much for people. Like it's still, as we discussed before, or is you fell asleep too when I discussed it. It see like the fourth movie kind of gets a little bit more extreme, and that's what tips the series to the more of the furious instead of the fast side of it.
Yeah,
And this
yeah,
one is a bit like that, but it just does it better.
yeah, exactly. And it's got like all elements of Fast and Furious. It's got fast cars. It's got the furious action, and it's a fan favorite. It's really good. They're in Mexico. Uh, the start's probably my favorite start to any Fast and Furious movie when they break Dom out of the prison bus. Don't know if we talked about that.
Yeah,
That's
did a little bit.
we did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I must have already said, but it's like I was drunk when I freaking recorded yesterday because I don't remember any of it. Just tad tired.
Hey! No, you don't drink. You don't drink.
Of course, no. Like, no, I don't. Of course, yeah. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Fast and Furious 5. S tier. There's a lot of Fast and Furious movies in S. Is that because like the
Yeah.
quality of Fast and Furious isn't like really high, so like they can easily make S? No, it's because fucking Fast and Furious is good. From 2001 till 2015, Fast and Furious was good.
Well, if we're moving on from 5, which, as I said earlier, has some of the best scenes. Like the train scene, in my opinion, is the best scene. The bank vault.
When they steal the car,
The
and then they
yeah,
jump in the
that's my
lake and they
favorite.
get
That's like the best
surrounded.
scene.
That's sick. And then yeah,
Yeah. Now you remember it though. You didn't remember it last night. You're like,
oh,
huh? What's that?
oh,
Um, and then I think like the Rock's introduction to it,
yeah,
Luke
Luke
Hobbs,
Hobbs.
his introduction. He was a lot more of a badass in this one.
Mm.
Um, and then
And he lets them go
yeah,
at the end, eh?
yeah. Um,
And then he's like,
and
"Oh,
then
I'll find you one day."
yeah, which is pretty cool. But and like yeah, the whole vault thing that was all like that's what they did. They ripped a bank through their set, vault through their set. Sorry.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then they drag it, and they had two. Remember, they had like a fake one to trick the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really cool.
it was.
And probably also has one of the most iconic songs in it. The I mean, it's iconic for me. It may not be iconic for the rest of people, but the movie, there's the song in the middle of the movie when they open the bank, when they open the vault. Danza Kudura. I don't know who does it, but it's iconic. At least for me.
Sing it, sing it. Remind us what it is.
No, I won't, because copyright reasons.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'd be too good, and we'll get copyright.
It will be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then I think after the 5th movie, they I think the 6th one,
Six, I think.
Fast and Furious 6. I think it
It's
drops in quality.
yeah.
Not too much, but yeah.
I
What are your first thoughts on it?
I like this one. It's the introduction of Decature's brother.
We always forget it. We just call him Shaw.
Sure, yeah. It's the introduction of Shaw number 2, older brother Shaw, and
Yeah.
from the very start to the very end, it definitely. I think this is not like one where when you watch this one, you're like, oh, okay, Fast and Furious is turning into an action franchise, more of a crime or thriller, or like how like the first ones were.
Yeah.
I definitely like this one a lot. It's fun. There are major problems with it. But it's just not as. It's not as fun as the others. It's not as good, but it's still good, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like it doesn't. It's not perfect. It definitely has its letdowns, but I think it's the first one that really amps up the unrealistic of it.
Yeah, they have
Of
like
some of it.
tanks on the highway. It makes that's what I mean. Like when it's more going to the action franchise.
Yeah, and Dom like flies across the
The
like
bridge,
the bridge
highway,
to catch Letty.
catch Letty. And yeah, this is when obviously they figure out Letty's alive, and Letty doesn't remember.
Yep.
She doesn't remember stuff till is it Fate of the Furious? She starts remembering in Furious 7, but she like
Yeah.
remembers it all in Fate of the Furious, I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah.
I think
The whole Letty thing kind of. It's a
eh,
cool little plot line.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah. I mean, number 6, it did have like really cringy moment, like Dom and Luke Hobbs' little fights, like
Yeah.
this is like
It's it does lack a little bit. And then
it
obviously the airport scene. People did some calculations of how long that runway had to be, and it was like
Oh, I
fucking like
know.
so long.
I seen that. I know because the plane is going for ages. Like
Yeah,
that runway.
has to be like the longest runway ever
Mm,
recorded in any time ever.
yeah.
How crazy it was. I find that kind of funny. Like,
No. Yeah. And this is obviously the one. Uh, um, Gazelle
yep.
dies in. Well, apparently she's not dead.
Or it
But
could be a flashback.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. But I mean, yeah, very well could be. But it's Owen Shaw. Right? Owen Shaw, I think he's really cool.
Owen, that's it.
Owen Shaw, he's in his little like Batmobile. He's like he has his own
Oh
like
yeah,
Batmobile.
there's a. Isn't it like a ramp car?
Yeah, it's an insane thing. Reminds me a lot of the Batmobile. It's like fully steel, blacked out steel. Obviously we know at the end of this one, Han goes to Tokyo because Gazelle and him were always gonna go there or something, and he goes there, and then obviously that leads into Tokyo Drift, which we'll get to in a sec. So I think this one sets up the next two chronically really good. I think how they recorded Tokyo Drift third, release order, but it's in like chronicle order. It's number 6.
Yeah.
And I think like this one, you know, uh, you know, plans Tokyo Drift out really well, like sets it up well.
Yeah. I just think that it like it has a little bit too many flaws for me. I where would you put it?
I would put it in it. I'd put it B.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say a low A, high B,
Yeah,
but I can agree. We can put it in B.
yeah. It's got obviously Justin Lin directing and uh, Letty. Like, what? What do you think of like Letty? Like, you know, death, and then Owen Shaw recruiting her in the hospital because she had no memory, and then do you think it's good they did that?
I think right. It's a bit far fetched, but that's just the kind of lengths that they're going to nowadays.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that's what I mean.
I think
It's getting more and more out there.
yeah, it is. I think they did it well personally, but and we also Fast Furious 6 is the introduction of the other cop that is actually Owen Shaw's freaking like wife girlfriend, Gianna Carano's character.
Yeah.
Forget her name. Officer Hicks or something. She, um, cool character. The only one she's in, eh?
I think she dies.
Does she?
Doesn't she? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen them. I've watched them all so many times.
Yeah.
But
There's so many of them.
one thing I just can't remember is you probably won't understand it, but the Rock's need to like he has so many references to professional wrestling to the WWE, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, like specifically in the Fast and Furious franchise, he has a lot of callbacks to it. Not even his stuff, but yeah, like in 7, he hits Deckard with his. Oh yes, he hits Deckard with his finisher, like his WWE move, the rock
Oh,
bottom.
oh.
And then in the 6, they're talking about like before the tank comes out, he's like, "I'll break you down like the walls of Jericho." For the WWE fans, you'd understand that. Old WWE fans, not more so lately, but
Mm.
yeah, no, it's. I'm not gonna rock, but some of the characters, yeah, I didn't. The movie, the more and more I think about it, the less it was.
Mm. I mean, fair.
It's held up.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, I think it's solid. It's obviously not the best. You're right, by the way. Gianna Carano's character does die in this one.
I don't remember how though.
In the plane.
Was she stayed in the plane? Did she get like?
Yeah, like when it like blew up.
I thought she may have got kicked out of the door or something. I really don't know.
Um, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, Letty shot her. Letty shot her.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, Letty shot her.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, she was a cool little character. Like she was pretty badass, but just she was just another like just a filler, like a muscle
I think so.
to
You know,
make
she
it
had a cool
like for this
opener.
action scene.
Pretend. Oh, I feel like that's so much in Fast and Furious, though. The cops turn bad.
Yeah,
I feel like Brian O'Connor, even Hobbs, is goes bad at times. Gianna Carano's character.
yeah, they really like to have corrupt cops, eh?
Yeah, they do. But yeah, obviously, yeah, Fast 6. It's B category. High B, high B, high B.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's not a bad movie. It's just
Yeah. But
I suppose you're right. It is hard to rank them. Like, are we ranking them in comparison to the other Fast and Furious movies, or just movies? Because if so, then it'd be a lot lower. But
oh,
out of the
if it
Fast and
was,
Furious franchise,
yeah,
I would.
you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you got out of something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah, for a 6, it's alright. But Tokyo Drift. Now this one's I really like this one. It obviously doesn't have the main characters. You know, Tokyo Drift. Like obviously when they, sorted out how it was Chronicle Order, they like put it in between 6 and 7, and 7 has like re like they redid some scenes. Tokyo Drift, has I'm skipping right to the end now, but has a little cameo of Vin Diesel at the end after Han dies.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel goes and he sees he races Sean Boswell.
Sean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a whole new cast. 2006, the third one they actually did chronicle like release order because they like ran out of money and they got a whole new cast. But it's a solid movie. It's got more the racing. I reckon this one has like as much as racing as the first one. Maybe more.
It did, and it was a very like Japanese take on it. It wasn't
Ah,
very. It was kind of cool how they shoved an American in there,
yeah.
and he's like the guy who played Sean. He did a very good
Lucas Black.
hick American teenager trying to
Yeah.
fit in to
Obviously, we saw him in F9 as well, and he's come back for F10. It's cool.
yeah
As well as Bowo's character, Twinkie.
yeah.
oh
DK stands for Donkey Kong.
yeah, DK, the Drift King. Yeah, it's a solid
Don-
movie. It's really enjoyable, and I think it fits in well with the Fast and Furious franchise. More of the fast side than Furious, and it's much more of a car movie. street racing movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and obviously Han's death, but they kind of retcon that. Like Furious 7, they change it up a bit. They have Deckard Shaw who kills him, and then F9 he comes back, and then F9 post credit scene. Obviously, Han goes to Deckard Shaw's thing, which big plot holes. But we'll get to that when we do F9. But yeah, it's a really fun movie. I really enjoy it. When I was first watching Fast and Furious for the first time, I skipped this one. I didn't watch it till like my second viewing of the whole franchise.
Really?
Yeah, but I loved it. I didn't think I would. It just didn't look
Yeah,
as good
it's
to me. But I really enjoyed it. Dude, it was great.
this one again. I think it's like the three iconic ones. It's 1, 5, and Tokyo Drift. I think the most iconic. I think they have like the funnest, but also the coolest scenes.
Mm.
2 has some of its iconic moments. Ejectocito.
Yeah.
But Tokyo Drift, like
It's really
it's
good. And
it changes up the franchise, but in a good way. And I kind of wish they stuck with that a little bit more.
yeah, I agree. It's more cars, and I like that. It's got incredible cars. Obviously Han's fan favorite, famous RX-7,
Yeah, orange and black.
orange and black. Supposedly it's coming back in Fast 10, Fast X.
Oh,
So that'd be neat.
so you know what would have been really cool to see though? Brian in Japan, because he loves his JDMs.
He does. He does.
Ima-
He's Supras,
Imagine the skyline.
Skylines.
Imagine that blue sky, the silver and blue skyline in Japan,
That'd be
in
nice,
Tokyo.
man. Yeah, they should do that. You should, I don't know. I hope they go back to Japan because there's obviously DK is still. Wonder what DK's doing. Obviously, wait, did he die? DK, did they kill him? I know someone
No,
shot him.
he
No.
he lost the race and then he disgraced his father.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then obviously DK's girlfriend who was like friends with Sean as well. What was her name? Neela.
So yeah, that's it.
Neela. Yeah.
It's very Australian.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a she's a fan actor. We could imagine, like, apparently she could be coming back for Fast 10 with Sean or.
Be kind of cool. This is what I mean. It's gonna have like a big end game battle. Everyone's gonna come back.
I hope so.
So we're talking about Suki coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
Suki with the rest
Yeah.
2000. If I don't see that in the next 2 movies, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, me too. Even from the other person from Too Fast, Too Furious, the undercover cop who's living with
Veronica.
Veronica. Again, I'm pretty sure she's a
Yeah.
retired actor.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you though, but apparently. Hold up, 2 seconds, sir. Yeah, I think she's retired.
Okay. But
Hold
for
on,
those who aren't
sorry, hold on.
retired, I hope do come back. Okay.
Sorry, I'm back. She's in the post-credit scene of
Yeah.
Fast 6?
5.
5? Is it 5? Did we touch on this?
Yeah, because they're she's talking to Luke. No, we haven't. Because she's talking to Luke
Yeah.
Hobbs about
And that didn't set up anything.
Letty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
she pulls the photo out saying she was spotted. Ha! My brain has clicked. We're back, baby. Yeah. She
And
pulls out
that's
the photo
also
of
the first time
Letty.
Michelle Rodriguez knew that she was back in.
Okay, jumping back to Fast 5. She pulls the photo out of Letty, and then number 6, that's why Luke Hobbs goes to Dom on Are they? That's when they're in Brazil, right? He goes there, finds her, finds him, and shows him the image, the photo.
For 5?
Yeah, six in number
No.
six. Number
Yeah, in
six.
6.
Yeah, number five. The post-credit scenes when we all know Letty's back, is still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if those post-credit scenes were always there when they first came out, though. If they were added, not sure. But Tokyo Drift, it's S tier, I think.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, bro, look at that, 4 movies in S. We never had 4 movies from a friend. Oh, well, no, we had 4 movies for Star Wars in S, hey. But we're gonna have another one. There's one more going in S, and we're up to it. Fast and Furious 7, my second favorite Fast and Furious movie. I love this, man. It's so emotional. It's action packed. I love it. I rewatch it all the time, especially the ending. Obviously, Paul Walker dies halfway through. I love, they go to what's the rich place, Dubai. That's cool, and that car. Paul Walker's scene
Yeah,
when he
that
was
is cool. That car that he threw through the
yeah,
tower is called a Lincoln.
Paul, yeah,
Lincoln Hypersport.
yeah. That was Paul Walker. He was looking forward to filming that. Like when he read the script, he couldn't wait to film that part. He never got to.
Mm.
He died before it happened.
Yeah, I didn't realize how early in through the movie he did do. He did die.
No, like you watch that
'Cause-
scene, you know that's not Paul Walker. Same with the when he drives into the sunset, and when they're jumping out the window in that red car, crazy, yeah. Like you can tell that's not Paul
Yeah.
Walker. That there is brothers deep fake CGI, whatever. I love Furious 7 on another level. It so emotional. They did a good tribute for him at the end, and I think they completed his character good. Like they gave his character a farewell, very good. I'm glad they didn't kill him off.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you good to go. Keep going.
Yeah, I love it. Next level, like it's got everything. From we get introduced to the newest what do you want to call like the newest Fast family member in Furious 7. Obviously they like rescue her, and that's Ramsey.
Oh,
Ramsey.
yes, I
Yeah.
remember her.
Yeah, she's going. She's obviously number 8 and 9. She's like part of the new squad. Um, Obviously Deckard Shaw again, main villain. He blows up the Toretto house, and obviously we get to
Mm-hmm.
see it in is number 9 when it's being rebuilt. Yeah, I love this one, and how it intertwined with Tokyo Drift. Obviously, they redid that scene, and Deckard Shaw was the one to kill Han, and then he set a bomb off at the Toretto's house when Dom opened it. Do you?
Yeah, I mean, it was very of 7
Yeah.
of 7
Yeah. Yeah.
or just that.
Of
I
7. Of
think.
7.
Yeah, no, I do. I am. It's not my favorite, but it's because it's excluding everything of Paul. It still is again teetering to that craziness.
Yeah, it is.
But
But I just.
they slowly go down my list. But I do
Yeah.
think it's because 6 was so much of an not an anticlimax, but 6 just wasn't the best.
Wasn't as
I think
good.
this is better than 6. I think
Yeah.
this props off a little bit.
Yeah. It's my second favorite, and I think what makes me like it a lot more than a lot of other people is, it being Paul's last movie. His last movie he had filmed, and I love the ending. Um, I love the ending. It's really emotional, and it's I love how they ended him, and I think that really boosts my love for the movie.
Yeah,
How much I
that's
love
what I try
Paul.
to avoid too. I'm
Yeah,
connecting with it.
yeah. Like if Paul
But
had never died, and it was still the same as it was, except the ending, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much as I do. I think that plays a big factor.
yeah, doesn't mean that it's a bad movie. I think it definitely it has its parts that are better. Like a lot of the action's better. Jason Statham, I feel like, is a better villain
Kills it,
altogether.
yeah.
Um, like he's probably one of the better villains out of all of it. And it's just yeah, the action goes a little bit over the top, and they start to teeter into that period of unrealistic, and
Yeah,
it's just
that's
if
fair.
you watch any Fast and Furious fan, the best parts are the parts are the realistic parts, are the cars,
Oh,
are the racing.
totally, totally. The races,
Um,
yeah. Obviously, yeah, I agree,
so
and also "See You Again." I love that song, man. I had always like heard of the song
oh
"See
yeah,
You Again," and it was first time I watched Furious 7. Um, I'm like, oh my god, I know the song, and then I like did so much research about the song, and the song was made for Paul for Furious 7, and I never knew that all those
yeah,
years. It made 1.5
yeah,
mil at the box office as well. It did insane. It's like up
it
there
did,
for
and the
highest
song was up
grossing.
there for one of the
Yeah, most listened songs.
um,
It's really good. Wiz
yeah, I'd
Khalifa and Charlie Puth did a great job on that.
Charlie Puth.
Yeah.
It's your S tier, right?
It's my S tier, but I know you're not gonna say yes.
I'm thinking like the lowest I'll go with A is A, but I can agree. I can settle with S tier.
You can't?
Just not.
Bro, look at
Yeah,
that. 5 for an S tiers. A lot of people are not gonna agree with you. Like a lot of like Fast and Furious is hated on a lot now. Like a lot now. People think it's just stupid.
yeah. Well, this is like yeah. That's why I could put it in A, but I also understand S tier. So
Mm, mm. But now, obviously, the next one, freaking hate this one, bro. I'm saying it off the bat. The Fate of the Furious. My least favorite Fast and Furious movie.
what do you mean? I thought you loved it.
No. It's just no. I don't like this. It introduces new villain, Cypher. That name.
Yep.
Yeah, and obviously Dom Toretto, betrays his family. Yeah, I know. Like she has his new wife, or and well his well, obviously Letty's wife, but
Ex-wife.
ex-wife and kid, and was gonna kill them. They end up killing his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend at the end anyway.
Yeah, they do. She kind of like sits there and like,
And it
yeah, okay, I'm gonna
and
shoot
it
her in the back of the
has
head.
yeah, introduces. I know this is it introduces Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, as Little Nobody. He's so annoying. He's just so
I didn't know he was Clint Eastwood's son.
yeah, he is,
It's kind of funny.
bro.
That's
So
kind of funny.
he's 36 years old and his dad's like 95.
Yeah, getting a little bit up there, isn't he, Mr. Eastwood?
Yeah, but yeah, Scott Eastwood is he plays Little Nobody. His dad is Clint Eastwood real life. It's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, man. How about you?
Uh, I think nine's worse.
I don't think so. There are parts of 9 I like. The flashbacks I do enjoy, although I don't think they're needed. I do enjoy the flashbacks in F9. We'll get to F9,
I'm the
but
opposite.
when we get to F9,
I'll get into it, but yeah,
F8, the fate of the
I think
Furious.
F8 has its moments.
I don't think so.
I think F8 has its
Okay, I've watched it 3 times. Bro, I'm looking at the posters right now, and on the poster it says "Family No More." Like it completely betrays Family No More. It's the first one without Paul. They made 1.2 bill off it. The morning of Paul Walker was still happening. and they made so much of it again, and I didn't enjoy this movie, man. It's the first one
I
without
didn't.
Jordana. Well, not the first, but it's Jordana Brewster's not in this one um as Mia.
Oh
She's
yeah,
obviously
yeah,
off with Brian and raising their kids.
yeah. It See, I think it has its moments though. Like, uh this is the one where Deckard and Luke are in the prison,
They
right?
have to, yeah, and they have to team up when they get out. They team
Yeah,
up. Their mum, yeah, they're
I
in
didn't mind
prison,
that.
and The Rock is also in prison in this one.
Yeah, yeah, they're in prison together and they break
Yeah,
out. I didn't mind that. That was an okay. Like, that was a pretty cool scene.
yeah, that was cool. But and then obviously, um, Queenie introduces Queenie as well. Queenie Shaw, who is Deckard and Owen's mum,
Uh,
and she makes
yeah,
them team up.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree
Um,
with you. That has its moments, but it doesn't have spectacular big moments you're going to remember. I
no,
don't like this
not at all.
movie. I don't like this movie. The
My
face,
favorite
the
part
face,
is
prison
is when the Shaw
break.
brothers go on the plane.
Yeah, that's cool too. Yeah, no,
That
I
to
don't
me
like
is the
it.
best part.
I would put it like C tier or D.
Yeah, I can agree with C2.
C
Oh
tier,
yeah,
yeah,
C2 is fine.
yeah. It's definitely not spectacular.
No,
Um, I don't really like. I'm never gonna rewatch it. I'm not even gonna like. I'm gonna watch all the other ones before F10. I'm not gonna watch F8. Yeah. But F9 now the new. Well, oh shit, no, it's Hobbs and Shaw. We're doing Chronicle Order. Hobbs and Shaw now. Again, not the biggest fan of this one. It really lacks, but the fast side of the Fast and the Furious franchise. It's not even a Fast and Furious movie, man. Like it has the characters, but it's introduces another family member, Deckard Shaw's Owen Shaw, every brother. I really wish we saw Owen Shaw and Hobbs and Shaw. I
it
really
would have been
wish.
cool if they make a sequel to it. They'd have
Which
to,
they
right?
are. Yeah.
Are they? Oh,
Well,
then we know.
Jason Statham instead, but Dwayne Johnson will if Vin Diesel not in it. But yeah,
Yeah, I think it.
introduces the other Shaw. What's her name?
Oh,
Ha,
God,
ha, Starts with
not me.
H. Starts with
Yeah.
H. No, it's Hattie.
Hope.
Hattie.
Yes, that's it.
Hattie.
Something like that.
Hattie Shaw.
Something
I
very
mean,
British.
yeah, yeah. Well, they are British. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one.
Nor am I. It's a bit crazy. I like the inclusion of the whole how they go back and it's the whole family. Like,
Yeah, they go
um,
to Hobbs's home place and his family, Samoans,
yeah.
and
I think it was.
it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
unreal. They have all these people have all these military weapons and guns, and then they use spears and stuff.
But family.
Oh, yeah, true family. And this is the one with Kevin Hart, your favorite comedian,
Oh, let's not go there. I could
as the
rant for another 20 more minutes about it.
air marshal guy.
As an air marshal,
Air Marshal
he's
Dinkley.
unfunny.
Yeah. No, yeah, yeah,
I
nah,
don't
no,
even
it
want to
is
hear
remember.
it.
Do I
I
like
thought I
this
do
film?
really like Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, Idris Elba as villain in this one. He's sick, but again, really unrealistic villain. It's like Fast and
I'm
Furious
Black
isn't even.
Superman, according to him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he is. Eh? Like it's not. It's not a realistic franchise. Like this one confirmed it. But I'm excited for more
Yeah,
sequel, like more spin-offs of Fast and Furious. Like, yeah, this one's a bit, but they're doing a spin-off of a Fast and Furious all female movie. The females being the stars,
of
which would be
course.
okay because there's like Letty and Mia and stuff, like good characters.
Who are complete badasses.
Yeah, And so I'm hyped for that. Vin Diesel said he wants to do prequels, like when young Dom and Jacob. I don't know how I feel about that. They got the actors. I think the actors are
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So
And his dad.
we're on. Oh, still on
Let's
Hobbs and
finish
Shaw. Let
Hobbs
me
and
get
Shaw,
into.
and
When we get
we'll
into 9, I'll tell you what I hate.
okay. Let's go to 9. Hobbs and Shaw. I don't want to talk about it. D tier,
See,
C tier, right? F9, the Fast Saga. Go right into it. Go, 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 Joseph. Get
I
right into
hate the
it.
flashbacks. I think the actors who do the flashbacks, I don't think it's their fault, but they. It is so tacky. It is so shitty.
I love the
Nobody's
rewatch.
asking for more of a Dominic Toretto um, flashback. I think the inclusion of Jacob is silly, and again, the just when I'm watching the flashbacks, it's so strained. Like the acting in it, it's so awful. I've seen grade 9
That's true. Like when they run
drama
out to the
students do a better job.
like when their dad dies, Jack Toretto. I think that was like cool to include a flashback of Dom's dad, but I agree. Like Jake, who played Jake Toretto and Dom Toretto, younger ones. I don't want to say it's their fault, but the acting it wasn't like. Yeah, I agree. But I thought they were okay. Like some of the
It's
flashbacks.
so hard to watch for me. Um, like okay, I understand a flashback for explaining why he now has a brother, which to me is still a very flimsy um reason.
Yeah,
But
I don't like that.
the entire movie feels so forced. Like to be honest, if they hadn't made the movie, to me, there's no difference to them making the movie and them not making the movie. It's like
Yeah, it's
now he has a brother, kind of stemmed from nothing. It was not needed.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. And it again, they got a freaking space in this one. They have this one has again
Oh
what's his
yeah,
name's now in America again, from Tokyo Drift, Sean and Twinkie
yep.
and Earl. They're and they have their freaking space car thingy. It's just, and then Roman and
Casually.
like yeah,
And Han comes back to life casually just because he feels like it,
cause
Mr. Nobody.
cause Mister Nobody is can use magic power, can use the force and like bring force
Yeah,
heal, bring people. They didn't even. It's got. This one has the biggest plot holes out of all the Fast and Furious movies.
yeah,
Like even Han goes to Deckard Shaw in the end credit. Han goes to Deckard Shaw's little house or whatever, and like I don't know, he looks angry. Shaw opens the door, and then Han looks like mad. Whatever. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But is Deckard Shaw not a part of Han faking his death? How did Mister Nobody set that up? And then again, more plot holes. If he is a part of it, then why the hell does he nearly kills Dom in F7 when he blows up the house with the bomb?
yep.
Massive, massive plot holes. I don't know. Maybe don't, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this one either. Like,
I don't think they know. This is what I mean. It doesn't answer any questions that I already had of the series. If they didn't make this movie, I would still feel the exact same way about the franchise.
yeah,
Like they don't answer any questions. They don't like include anything to the actual thing except for
yeah,
more plot holes
yeah. And
and
okay,
like
you
just changing the characters in a worse way.
put Dom Toretto and Jake Toretto next to each other. They don't have the same parents. I don't care. Like, they got a different mum or different dad. They got a different mum. They're not the freaking same.
It just, I think we discussed it earlier in the episode though. Having it's so unrealistic. Dom pissing off his brother,
And
like
not and kicking
keeping
him
his
out of
brother away.
town. Doesn't care what his brother gets up to.
What for
That's
though?
not a Dom
What
thing.
did it? I don't. What did his brother do to do that though?
Because apparently, because that Jacob's fault that their dad died. Because he did something in the engine that made the car blow up, whatever, in the race.
But it was an accident.
Yeah. and Dom never forgave him and kicked him out of town because he beat him in that
Wasn't their
race.
dad a?
Pardon?
I'm pretty sure his dad was a dick though, as well, wasn't he? Like, obviously, I know it doesn't. It shouldn't matter, but also, I don't know. Just so much in conclusions.
Yeah, it is massive. It didn't need to be done, and it introduces this guy that annoys me. What the hell? The other villain that's with Cypher, freaking annoying guy.
Oh,
No, Otto. Oh, he dies.
oh
Jesus
my god!
Christ! Thank God they killed him off in his first movie.
Even they didn't like him.
Oh, God,
It's just
it's
the movie.
next level bad.
I stand by.
Like
I think
this one,
nine's the worst.
I can't watch 9, like parts of 9, like not even parts, like a 2-second clip of it. Like the end is cool, the house is being rebuilt in LA, and they're at the dinner table, and then Dom doesn't want to sit down and eat yet because he's waiting for Brian, and then Brian pulls up in his blue, Bayside blue Skyline.
From that one's from 4.
Huh?
That's the Skyline from 4, right?
From 2, you mean? No, the one from
No,
2.
it's a blue Skyline, right? Not a silver and blue Skyline.
It's Bayside blue Skyline. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's in 4, not in 2.
Is it?
Yes, when they race, and then Brian's like, "You cheated," to Dom.
I thought he only had a Skyline in the second one.
No, he has Skyline in the 4th one as well. When they're doing the night race to get into the drug ring.
What car does Brian drive in Fast and Furious 4?
It'd probably come up his
Oh, yeah,
Subaru WRX.
it's the blue sky. I remember now. He gets in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's the same one he had. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
And then he gets an R35 as well in later or something in later film. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, because they race and yeah, I remember.
Dom wipes him out. Dom spins him out.
Yeah. Because one of them needed to win to get to work for Braga. Whoever won, yeah.
Yeah, now it's back to you, buddy.
Yeah, I got it back. But yeah, that's cool. I love his Skyline. My dream car is the exact one.
Where would you put 9?
C.
C?
Yeah, C. Let's see.
I'd put it in C, but for me it's still better than 8. Oh, sorry, it's still worse than 8.
I think it's better than 8.
Yeah, nor do I. I think it's the worst one.
I think it's better than 8. Like, 8's my least favorite.
Yeah, it's a pretty like even split down the middle, but I just feel like this one, yeah, it just makes too many plot holes, and it has so many. It's just so silly. They kind of just was like they would have had like a big dartboard, and they're just playing bingo, and whichever one it lands on is what happens in the movie.
I really hope F10.
Tom has a brother.
I really hope Fast X, is good and brings it back to the OG Fast and Furious vibe. New director, Justin Lin, obviously. I really want to know why Justin Lin dropped out of being the director. I want to know what happened. Supposedly, Vin Diesel was turning up late, was to sets, like, not performing well, but that doesn't seem like Vin to do for a Fast and Furious movie. A Vin thing to do.
Yeah.
So I really want to know what triggered him to ditch and step down as director. But
It is a good question.
Yeah, but that's our ranking. It's a high ranking. We have 5 movies in S, none in A, 2 in B, and 3 in C. But it'd be a lot of those movies would be a lot lower for other people, um, other fans. Not even fans, but people who have seen the movies. But I love the Fast and Furious franchise. I love it. It's my it's top 3 favorite franchises for me.
Well, it'd be definitely be up there.
Yeah, for my top 3
What's your
favorite franchises are no particular order: the Rocky and Creed franchise, Fast and Furious, and Star Wars.
Yeah. What is your favorite to least favorite of these? Are like
How
best
do
to
I rank
worst?
them?
How do you rank them? You cut out.
Oh, how do I rank the Fast
You
and
there?
Furious? Yeah, I'm here. How do
Yeah,
I rank
there.
the How do I rank the Fast and Furious movies? First, I've said the Fast and the Furious 2001, the original, and then Furious 7, then Fast 5, and then Too Fast, Too Furious, and then Tokyo Drift, and then Fast and Furious 6, and then the not reboot, but like the Fast and Furious, which is this one here, the Fast and the Furious 4, number 4, number 3, Chronicle Order, and then F9, and then Hobbs and Shaw, and then Fate of the Furious. So go through it again. The Fast and the Furious, Furious 7, Fast 5, Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious 6, Fast and Furious 4, F9, Hobbs and Shaw, F8.
Okay.
How about you?
Yeah. That's so. Mine would go 5, Too Fast, Too Furious, 1, 7,
Good.
6, 4,
Where the hell
8,
is
9.
Tokyo Drift? You just completely forgot about Tokyo
Oh,
Drift.
yeah. No. Okay. I'll go from the start. 5, Fast and Furious 5, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious 1, 7, Tokyo Drift 4, and then I'd go 8. No, 6, 8, Hobbs and Shaw 9.
Cool. Yeah, that's fair. I think you know that your first five are solid with all my favorite 5 as well. Fast and Furious 1, Too Fast, Too Furious, Furious 5, Tokyo Drift, and Furious 7. You know them. I love them. They're obviously the goatest one, like the goats. But guys, let us
Yeah,
know your
it's
ranking.
pretty decent split.
Yeah, it's been a long episode, guys. Let us know your ranking, and yeah, that's our ranking between me and Joseph. So let us know what you guys think. I know no one's gonna agree with us. Like no one loves as many Fast and Furious movies as what we do. I don't think. But guys, let us know. And yeah, good episode. 2 hours, clocking in around 2 hours. So thank you guys for watching another long episode. And yeah, Movie Pod is going great. Thank you, Jace, for doing the ranking. Rankings have been fun. I think we should do more rankings. They're hella fun. But let us know your ranking, and we will see you guys in the next episode of the Movie Pod. Peace out, guys. My name's Isaac, and joined every day by our co-host.
Me,
Yeah,
Sir Joseph the Great.
Sir Joseph the Great. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next episode. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye bye bye.